All right, now that the audio is done messing around, hello everyone, and welcome to State of the Realm, your weekly Final Fantasy XIV podcast. We didn't do a show last week, in case anyone's wondering where that is. I took a week off of everything. I didn't touch a video game for 7 days. I left the house, but only out of necessity, pretty much. Food, go get my cat from the boarding room, that stuff. But this week we're back with a show, and there's actually plenty of topics. We have last week's topic we could touch on, but luckily we were hit with some news, and we've got quite a few things coming up over the next few weeks and months, which is going to be starting up this November. But anyway, let's get started with talking about the schedule for FanFest and the preview for Pyros that was posted on the developers blog. Finally, some info about that. I'm one of your hosts, Michael, Mr. Happy Poverom. Of course, joining me is Sly, aka Slythefox, aka Sly, aka Greyfox, aka you my boy Blue. How you doing, Sly?
Doing good. Feel
doing
better. Legs feel better. I was able to rest.
You did leg day the morning of TwitchCon.
I did. I am a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's like I did leg day 2 days ago. And realistically, it wasn't even leg day. I was just at the end of my workout because I just randomly went to the gym. I said, I wonder how many squats I could do. So I did it until I couldn't do squats. And my legs don't work anymore. So the answer, by the way, was like without stopping straight was 108. So
jeez,
I went beyond the One Punch Man number of squats on that one, pretty much. So,
and then there weren't even like a lot of stairs at TwitchCon. I mean, when you get there, they're obviously the expo's on the second floor, but it's just standing in lines. Luckily,
standing's worse than walking, in my opinion.
It is. And luckily, I didn't have to worry about standing in the lines because the lines were terrible this year. Oh, if you heard about it. Oof.
I would have known, but I didn't go.
I didn't know about it because it took me like 5 minutes to get my badge and everything, and I was good. It was just the lines for everything else, just walking to and fro to meetings and all that. And yeah, that hurt. Jesus Christ, that hurt. Never again.
That's right, Sly. Our boy Sly just got back from TwitchCon. I was supposed to be there last week too, but as I said, didn't do anything last week. Just enjoyed me some League of Legends World semifinal stomps, and now I get to enjoy the finals this weekend. But we're back on the grind, and we're back with the podcast, and we're back with news. Last week we actually did have a show plan. I know there was no real news, but we had a show talking about a different point in Final Fantasy XIV. We'll save that point and leave it as a mystery, so in case we need that as an emergency show in case there's nothing going on. But the next few months should be pretty busy.
Keep it on the back burner.
Yeah, keep it on the back burner, that show. But this week there is some news to talk about. And it's some of the more exciting stuff because we're getting close to November. It's October 30th right now as we're doing this live. It's Halloween tomorrow. And then it's November. And what is in November, Sly?
Thanksgiving. The usual Dallas Cowboys game on Thanksgiving, the Green Bay game, the Detroit Lions, Black Friday, Cyber Monday,
Garbo Tuesday.
Forgot about that.
Most people don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but for those who do, don't forget. Is there anything else in November?
On a blank. Yeah.
Nothing at all. There's actually two answers to this question.
Couple of games coming out. Yeah,
Spyro.
Oh yeah, Spyro. I'm gonna be on Spyro. You'll be hitting that pretty hard.
Yeah, World of Final Fantasy Maxima. You know what else? Creed 2, the movie comes out. Bohemian Rhapsody comes out. Both those movies come out. Anything else? We're just not talking about. Just gonna talk about movies and games and. Sorry, is just one thing at least that's you might be forgetting, a little trip you want to take or anything like that?
I could use a trip. I could use one that it's actually a vacation, but yes. There's
Sly, I remember 2 years ago. It wasn't a vacation, but I remember the drink around your neck. It's a pretty vacation drink right there.
I drink.
Good old Lexxie. We already had this discussion last week. It's not actually pronounced
right.
That. Regardless. Okay, it's fucking FanFest, Sly. Jesus, I didn't... Sly, we have enough to talk about for the show. You don't need to make that take 4 minutes. That's a Mr. Happy move right there to make that take 4 minutes.
I'm allowed one.
You're allowed one Mr. Happy?
Yeah.
All right. That was your one Mr. Happy. Okay, that's it. That's the only one that you'll ever get. Okay. What is me being what's a Sly for me? Because now I got to get one Sly.
Breaking your headsets.
It's breaking my headset. Okay, can I get a different thing? Because you wasting 4 minutes of my time is a lot different than me breaking a $300 headset.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of.
I just get drunk. Whatever. I don't know. I'll get drunk.
You're doing that in Vegas and
I don't get drunk. It's impossible for me to get drunk. ACT triggers. There you go. That could be the I'll use ACT triggers and Pyros. That'll be people in the slide. That's a good one. Thanks, Heroes. Appreciate that. So FanFest rapidly approaching. The first of 3 is 2 weeks and 3 days away. 17 days. I didn't realize it was that close till I looked at my calendar.
We've been saying these past couple of weeks, it's getting close. It's getting closer. Oh my God. It's 2 weeks. Man, what are we gonna do? Like I know it's close. But once it's the week of, we're just not gonna know what to do.
I know exactly what to do. You speak for yourself. I know exactly what to do. And now we literally know exactly what to do because they gave us the schedule.
Yeah.
And we're going to be talking about that. That's the first thing that we're going to touch on for this show. Because we were, we kind of always have somewhat of an expectation of what's going to be there. We always know there's an opening keynote. We always know there's a cosplay contest. We know the Feast Regional Championship's going to be there this year as opposed to just the local, like, best of tournament.
Yep.
Q&A, concerts, a development panel of some kind, a lore panel of some kind. But we got a little bit more in the way of details because there are a few things that are going to be different at this FanFest. So what do you say we get into the schedule? Now, for those of you who are watching live on Twitch, I posted the schedule, if you haven't seen it, in the Twitch chat so you can follow along. And it starts with Registration Day, which last year actually... No, last year everyone said how great Registration Day was super easy. Like...
Mm-hmm.
That's what I remember. Everyone was like, yeah, it's super easy. Like, I knew people who were like, they looked like it might have taken them an hour and they were done in like 10 minutes. Everyone was super shocked about how well registration went last year. And then everyone was like, okay, now we'll wait for the merchandise line. That was rough. That was still rough both years. Better the second time, though.
Yeah, I feel like it keeps getting better and better. So hopefully it's probably going to be the best, and people can just get in, get out, like have a good first day, like pre-day, go see some sites, meet up with some people, have dinner.
What sites are you going to see on that Thursday?
I don't know. I mean,
Backstreet Boys is local there. You want to go to the Backstreet Boys concert on Thursday? They got residency. They're back, all right. Well, actually, they've been there for like a year, so it's hardly being back, but
Oh no, maybe go to a burlesque show. Oh, go see Britney. She's there. That's right. Of course.
If I had to choose between the 90s, I'd probably go with the Backstreet Boys, only because I've seen what's happened to Britney since. I've seen what she's been through, and I can't forget.
Damn, son. Wow.
I'm going to see a concert on Sunday. I don't even know the band. Some band Mel likes. I can never remember the name. I'm not going to Hooters on that Thursday. It's not happening.
No. Notice how he says that Thursday. So any other day.
Well, I mean, all the other days there's not going to be time to go. So if people are saying go do that on Thursday, I'm like, no, that Thursday is not happening. All right.
We can make time for fun.
Well, we have plenty of time to do merchandise pre-orders. We can pick them up on Registration Day. See, we have officially doubled the number of things we can do on Registration Day. Get our badges and go pick our merchandise. Unfortunately, not everyone will be that lucky from what I'm hearing, though. I've heard of some
orders getting canceled.
Yeah, that's not good. The only hope there is the hopes that the number of people who have the pre-orders canceled isn't so high that they can't, like, that the line won't be too ridiculous.
Yeah, hopefully they anticipate that, a lot of people got their pre-orders canceled and kind of compensate for that. Yeah, I don't see it being too bad. See, I'll be like seeing that, everybody else successfully got their pre-orders and everything. So I don't see it being like, previous years where it went out the door of the hall. No, it's not going to be that bad unless they, do like the whole scheduling thing. Hey, here's a slip. Come back at this time. That's what happened.
Well, the only reason they did that was because of how bad the lines were last time for the merchandise. Even though it was better the second time, it was still nuts, which the pre-orders, because the pre-orders existed, I think, in the other 2 regions. Mm-hmm. I think they kind of saw what happened in North America or something along those lines. I remember a post about it of some kind, however many years ago. And from what people who went to those fan festivals said, I'm pretty sure they said, like, it was super easy. Like, just getting things and getting done. And then the store was pretty easy to access other than that. So if that ends up being the case, that's good. I know I spend a lot of time at FanFest not doing any of the events personally. So for me, I have all the time in the world.
The trial?
Yeah, like I do the trial first thing, and then I spend the rest of the time just sightseeing and taking pictures and talking to people and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course.
So for the people who had their pre-orders, non-intentionally canceled, hopefully it isn't too bad. They can't buy any merchandise on that Thursday. It's only the people doing the pickups, but that means the more people who do the pickups on Thursday, the less people who will be present. I'm hoping also that there's like a pickup line and a store line, and it's not like you're just in the store line and you walk up to the front to do your pickups. Right. So that's just kind of on my wish list. It's got to be better. It's got to be better than last time. Like, no matter how you look at this, there's no way it could be worse, right?
I think it will be better.
Yeah,
they've had to have learned.
Well, it's not even that. It's like, obviously, like I said, the first time was a disaster. I think there was only like 1 lane that could do cards, and the other lane was cash. The first year, there's only like 2 lanes.
But even the second time, it was like, I think the card machine broke down and they had to wait, and then they kind of made like 1 line for cash only, and it was like that until they fixed the machine.
At the second one, I don't remember hearing any issues with it. I just know there was just so many people. It was a bigger venue, and even though there were more lanes, it just, when you put in an order at the desk, they have to go back and find it. That's not a quick thing. It's not I don't think they were just grabbing it real quick. They'd like go into the stock and like go through everything, get all the right sizes. Like, that takes a while. So I don't know that there were necessarily any like actual issues. It was a volume thing. It's just tough because of how much volume there was.
Yeah.
This time though, I have 100% confidence it'll be easy with how much better the registration line got the second year, how much, better I expect this to be. I think this will be the year where people get through the merchandise line so fast that they get through everything in the convention and just kind of chill, or like go or have more time for the various panels without trying to catch them from the merchandise line.
Oh God, I remember that.
A lot of people had to do that. They had to catch the panels from the merchandise line, and you kind of got it, but it was still a little bit off.
And I remember for the keynote, people were lining up, even though they weren't selling any merchandise. They said, we're not selling anything during the keynote. Nope, they still stood there, which was fun for them. I set my fat ass down. Sorry.
Well, what I remember, so they actually wouldn't let you stand in the line prior to the keynote ending, but what most people did is they sat so close to where the line was going to be that they just, as soon as they were like, please enjoy, that's it. And then they still had to wait 30 minutes, which, by the way, when we look at the schedule for Friday, is going to happen again, because the doors open at 9 a.m., the keynote's at 10:30, and the store doesn't open until noon, which is 30 minutes after the keynote again. So
yeah,
it's going to be a similar boat for anyone looking to get into the store on that first day. So we'll see. We'll see what actually happens. And chat's bringing up the actual venue. The Rio venue, from what I remember,
was small.
So here's the thing, though. The first FanFest, the Rio, they only had half the venue. That was a room split in half, right?
No, I didn't realize that.
Okay, so that's the big thing. From what I understand, the Rio's maximum capacity, if you rent all the space, is actually bigger than Paris. Not by much, but if I recall correctly, it is actually a slightly bigger venue than the one that we had last time. I don't know about the hallway space, because the hallway leading down to the area at the Rio is just like this long, narrow hallway, whereas at the Paris, it was like a whole huge area where everyone could hang out. Weren't supposed to, but we could. So I don't know about that. I don't remember that space too well, but our venue here should be fine. The lines at the first one were especially bad, though, because the venue was a really small venue the first time, because it was the first one.
Yep.
You know?
I mean, but do we really need a lot of space for what we do?
Like, for lines, you do. So it's not a fire hazard?
Lines, that's one thing. That's one thing. But for, the little events and stuff, the little side events, like the spear toss and whatnot. I hope they don't have that.
I mean, they're gonna have all those little mini. I don't see any reason not to have those little mini games. I saw a lot of good bonding videos.
Not having little mini games. That's fine. God, I thought that was like probably. I just hated it because really never just memeing on Dragoon. Like really.
Well, they weren't killing you. They were you just didn't have a high enough accuracy. Remember, we don't even have accuracy anymore. So how can you miss?
So either way, like I never really did the little mini games, mini events, whatever you want to call them. I did the trial. I do merch, walk around, go to the panels, sit down for the panels and whatnot. So I don't mind it. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Don't hurt anybody, please.
Don't hurt anybody. No, I'll try not to. Sly, thanks. I'll try not to hurt anybody. Yeah, but doors open at 9 a.m. We have an hour and a half to sit. To put that into perspective, we have an hour and a half to sit. Or to get seated, and then, like... I don't know. That's a lot of time. I don't remember if it was like that last time. I know it was at least an hour. I don't remember if it was an hour and a half, but it's been a couple of years.
No, I feel like it was like before the actual keynote started. What you saying?
Yeah. The time between us being let in, I know it was at least an hour last time. I don't remember if it was an hour and a half. Like
it felt shorter. It felt much shorter. It felt like things got started pretty quick. Like states feel pretty fucking quick.
I mean, when you're in the moment, it feels pretty quick. I mean, I know you and I were like walking back and forth from our reserve seating like that we had at the front with like Ethis. I think Ethis saved us 2 seats, right?
Yeah.
Reserve seating is the wrong word. Ethis saved us seats. As far as I'm considered, that's reserve seating.
Yeah.
Put a jacket across to him.
Yeah.
I only remember that because I remember as they were like unveiling stuff about Hingashi and whatnot, he was just like, oh my God. Like I just hear him like speaking to himself under his breath, like, oh my God, that's amazing. Oh. I can't do that. I can't even pretend to do his voice without sounding like I don't belong in public. Granted, if you've seen his mustache, he looks like he shouldn't be in public either right about now.
Damn.
Tweeted at him yesterday that as time goes on, he looks more and more like a cheap porn star. Well, then he asked me if I had a job for him, and I was like, I can name 3 you look like you're ready for, at least.
And he's not here to defend himself. Albeit I did.
He can defend. I tweeted this at him. I'm repeating a conversation I had with him on Twitter. He had every way to defend himself there. All he asked was, he just asked me for a job. That was it. Like, do you have a job for me? That's about it. He's just giving a new look for the Chub Club. And a new meaning while he's at it. It's all right, Sly.
Anyway.
There you go.
So... Like we said, we have the keynote first, and then goes right into the welcome ceremony, which is only 15 minutes. So I'm guessing that'll be the devs walking on stage saying hi, and
I'm trying to remember what that was. I'm pretty sure it was just everyone who's going to be doing a panel. They brought everyone on stage one by one. I think Matt welcomed everyone on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's just something that's basic. I like that they do the welcome ceremony after the keynote because they're like, listen, just if we do anything before the keynote, they're gonna fucking riot. Can we just get the opening keynote? And worth remembering that unlike previous years, the live stream for this is going to be free. In that opening keynote, everyone's going to be able to watch that online.
Yep.
So if you didn't know that,
going back to the keynote, do they start with the trailer.
They started with like a 2-minute teaser. That's what they did both other times. It was like a 1 and 30-second teaser for both. We didn't get. Oh yeah, I just realized. I said Hingashi. We didn't even know about Hingashi or Kugane until like 2 live letters after that. Rogers. Yeah, we only knew about Rogers. We didn't get the samurai half of it till we saw the full trailer at the 3rd FanFest. That's how I remember it. Yeah. So that's no doubt that it starts with that, and then it literally, and then like we always talk about how North America gets like the most high level stuff where it's like new areas, new jobs, but we won't tell you what. But look at my Mega Man shirt. That's my prediction, by the way. Dude, it's got to be a Mega Man shirt. Come on. Listen, I can write the script for them. You ready for this? Gonna be like, hello everyone, welcome. Oh, you liked my shirt? Well, since we've been working with the people over at Capcom, they decided to give me a Mega Man shirt, and I wanted to wear it on this exact day.
That or a, what was I going to say? A Saturday Night Fever shirt.
Somebody said he was just going to walk in with a calculator on their shirt for when he said arithmetician in that interview recently.
Wow.
And then if it's dancer, it'll be Ariana Grande if it's dancer. Hey, listen, she's in Brave Exvius, so I think she's a dancer in Brave Exvius also. I think that's her role. Either a dancer or a bard. I think she's actually a bard in Brave Exvius.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it could be either or. I don't think one has to be exclusive from the other, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's my prediction, though. My prediction's a Mega Man shirt. Because the North America shirt teaser is always super fucking obvious.
Is it?
Yeah. What the hell was that just fell? I saw that. Scared? You look like it scared you too.
It did for a second.
Yeah, because the first one was Batman at the first FanFest. It was a Batman shirt. And the second one was a Scarlet Witch shirt. So like that was the first shirt from both the North American FanFests. Those were pretty obvious.
Yeah. And then you forget about the Sam Raimi or the Sam
no, that was the one that came from the second fan. See, the second FanFest is the one that was super cryptic because it was 007 for the second FanFest the first time around, and then it was the Spider-Man one for the second FanFest the second time around.
I think he goes cryptic for us.
No.
I think he goes cryptic.
Listen, the whole point of the first one is we don't get any super in-depth details. But that's basically our first job teaser.
Okay. We'll see.
So I think it's gonna be something super obvious. Just makes too much sense. If the shirt has anything on the color blue, it's happening. All right. It's happening. If he comes out with like Jeff Dunham puppets, then I'll be happy. I get my puppet master finally. Comes out with Peanut. No, you don't like Peanut? You like Walter. You're a Walter kind of guy, huh? Do you know anything about Jeff Dunham?
Yes, I'm not going to say which one's my favorite, no.
Oh, then I know which one's your favorite. Ahmed.
God damn it.
I knew it. I was like, if you don't want to say it, I know exactly who it is. That's a good one. I couldn't even finish saying his name because I almost threw up. I'm trying to do that. Phlegm. All right. Or if the shirt has runes on it, now everyone... Yeah, instead of Yoshi P, it's just Jeff Dunham. It just comes out on stage. I'm down. All right. Yeah, so that's going to be the shirt. The keynote address is where a lot of the excitement happens. We may not get too much depth, but I'm thinking of the things we have learned from the first keynote. And we found out about Alexander. We found out about Omega. We found out about Ivalice. We found out about Eureka at the North American one. Yeah.
So, yeah, all right. Please. Let's fall.
So I've already been banning people in the chat for it. How do I ban you?
Right.
End call.
End call.
That's it. Just end call.
Just mess the whole fucking scene up and just end call. Yeah.
There you go. Oh, you. He's fucking out here. No. So yeah, that won't happen. That won't happen. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. We'll get a lot of the high level stuff. I'm hoping that they talk about I'm kind of anticipating some sort of adjustment to the fate system after what we saw with the anniversary event and the way that it kind of stringed between them, I guess, a little bit more cohesively. So I'm expecting some sort of update about the fate system. And if they're going to announce that anywhere, I feel like that would be at North America. Not like super in-depth, but just...
Yeah, they'll tell us about it. They'll tell us like changes are coming, but they won't go too in-depth. I agree.
Yeah, okay. And that's the first hour. And after that hour, I always want to like just go back upstairs and then like immediately record something on it, but there's a whole day ahead of that, so not really much of an option. Because then, like you said, we have the welcoming ceremony, and with the welcoming ceremony, we do have some pretty interesting panels that are coming up later that day and the following day on top of that.
Right.
The first one we have is the development panel with Tsuyoshi Yokozawa. Sly, who is Tsuyoshi Yokozawa?
He is the one responsible for Ultimate.
Well, he's not Ultimate, specifically Ultima Ultimate. Uwu. Uwu.
Yeah.
If he comes out with an Uwu shirt on, I'm going to be so happy. I'm sure, actually, if someone just gives him one, he might wear. just Uwu, just UWU. Uwu. I think he'll do it.
So yeah, like usually the development panels have been really, really good. The past few times, I remember the first one where it was the first one where God, who was it? Can't even remember, but we got the list. We didn't get a list, but it was like A, B, C, D of who designed what fight, and then we got to what was it?
Mr. Ozma.
Yeah. And yeah, these panels are really good. I definitely like going to them. I think you should too if you're there. Some pretty good nuggets of information, pretty good perspective, I believe.
Well, it's always nice to hear, compared to Suda-san, who was the one who worked on UCOB, Yokozawa didn't really get, I guess, as much publicity as I think Suda-san did regarding Uwu. So I can't really, I think he appeared on one thing, maybe one of the live letters or something, but I remember I did an interview with Sudo for UCOB, and I don't know, something with Uwu, it just didn't happen the same. And it's not that it was less exciting by any stretch of the imagination. I guess just because it was the second one, I guess it didn't circulate as much. Or at least I don't feel like it did.
I don't know. To me, like seeing what happens in the fight, it feels a lot more exciting, honestly. Like the way the fight panned out, the way it was planned, quote unquote.
The way progression panned out was pretty great.
Yeah, how that panned out, how you have to rethink the battle after 8 hours of prog. Yeah, like that didn't happen in original UCOB. No.
So funny story about that. So Yoshida was being interviewed by somebody at E3, and I think I interviewed him on the first day at E3, and he asked me what I thought of the Awoken status, or waking up the primals, and I said I thought it was genius because it made the prog so insanely fun. It was just such a huge wrench in the works that we weren't even thinking about. And then another interviewer asked him, about that. And he said, I spoke to a Twitch streamer. Just the other interview reads, I spoke to a Twitch streamer earlier, and he said it was genius. And then on Reddit, I remember somebody saying, that genius guy. I like that guy. And I said, hey, and he's like, who the fuck are you? It's like, I'm the guy who asks.
Yeah, I'm the genius.
I'm not the genius. I'm the genius guy who said it was genius. He's like, who the fuck are you? It's like, okay. Well, that was fun. I just thought it was funny. It wasn't just like, huh? It was, who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
Very aggressive. It was very aggressive.
Right.
Oh man. But my big thing is the last one, they ended up talking about Ozma Savage the last time. That's the one thing I took away from the development panel from the last FanFest, where they showed the Ozma with the new transformation, where it was like all spikes, and then he did something and murdered everyone.
2 years later, and we still don't have that. Do you think we ever get it?
I don't think so, only because, well, not in the form of a 24-man is always the big thing for me with Ozma, because I think they just don't see the demand for 24-man Savage content. I think that's kind of ultimately what it comes down to. But as an 8-man, I'm never going to write it off. As an ultimate, like, I'm never going to write off Ozma as, like, playing some part in something. I'm more curious if we get something teasing, like, another ultimate out of this one, because we didn't get one for 4.5. Everyone's going to be, they're not going to announce the next ultimate at this. It would just so unlikely. I couldn't see it happening, but something to get us a little excited, to let us know that they're working on it for 5.1 and whatnot.
I think we do get something that, you know, necessitates, you know, FC cohesion, thus having a really big FC, thus, you know, 24-man Savage raids. I do think we eventually get it. This would probably be the first one. As far as it happening soon, probably not. Probably in the expansion. But I've been watching a lot of WoW and watching a lot of raids, and I'm like, why can't we have really difficult 24-man and raids? And the moment I thought about that, I said, well, it's already difficult with, you know, 23 other stacks of the people debuff and everything.
People debuff's a hell of a debuff.
It is a hell of a debuff, but especially when you just, you know, duty find it and everything. So yeah, I really want something that, you know, can we right now, like, use alliance raids within the FC? I don't think we can. I
mean, you can. You just make it's the same as making a pre-made alliance. You just, invite people from the FC.
Yeah. Gotcha. So yeah, I think we can do it. Not really soon, but pretty far off. Yeah, I think it's possible.
So Sly, do you want me to tell you now, or do you want me to tell you later why it'll never happen?
Go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. Why is it not going to happen?
So when you talk about WoW raids are not as jump ropey as Final Fantasy 14 raids are. It's a lot more about consistent outputs and you know, quick individual responsibilities and whatnot. Like, oh, these 3 people have this debuff, they go over there. These 3 people have that debuff, they go over there. But it's like, it's very much built in a way that's 20 people kind of is an okay thing. Our game, if I guarantee you, if one person fucks up, all 24 people are dead. That's not going to fly in our game.
I mean, they wouldn't. I mean, that does really define Savage, but I don't think they would go that Savage. I mean, starting out.
Don't call it Savage.
Don't call it. Don't say hard.
I'm going with hard. I'm not calling it fucking extreme or Savage. I'm going with hard mode if it gets anything.
I mean, I can definitely take, you know, extreme.
24-man Nisi.
Oh no!
And it's a lot more people to pass it to. Maybe it won't be so bad. There will be 6 of them.
No.
Imagine doing Hello World with 24 people. Now, unimagine it, because it's never going to happen.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. It's too funny. Like, really thinking about it, it's too fucking funny.
It's too funny.
It's too fucking funny.
You start being like, okay, how many red circles are there? Dude, you'd need an arena like 4 times the size of the fucking current arena.
Right. Oh, yeah, try doing virus. Try doing virus with 24 people. Yeah. Like, you just see like nothing but lines everywhere, and it looks like a football playbook. Yeah.
Final Fantasy 14 encounters are just not conducive to that number of people. Like, the only reason we can do 24-mans is those fights are very exclusively designed for 24, like right from the get-go, but they're designed in such a way where
they're designed simplistically. Like, it's not, it's
when until you get the fucking math robot, and then everyone's like, doesn't fucking matter what I play, I'm fucked.
What the fuck can I do? I'm terrible at fucking math. What's a prime number? Huh? Yeah. I mean, everything's super simplistic in 24-mans, and I kind of dislike that. I mean, it makes it feel more like a weekly chore where, oh, I'm just gonna go do this and, you know, kind of fall asleep. We'll get through.
Are you kidding me, dude? Go healer. Your life has never been more exhilarating than going healer in a 24-man. because it's literally a how hard can I carry this? It's the most you've never wanted MP more than when you're a healer in a fucking 24-man. Because about 15 raises in, I can't do anymore, man. I'm done. Where are all the bards? I need mana shifts. I need refreshes.
Yeah, you having to heal your alliance and then, completely help heal the other alliance because they all died for some random reason. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it's kind of living on the edge, so to speak.
Like, as the melee DPS, you're just like, man, I sure hope everyone else doesn't fuck up. As a healer, you're like, as a healer, you're just like, all right, let's fucking do this.
Okay, can we and you have to type in alliance chat. Can you get our white mage up, please?
Res C healer, please. Res C healer again, please. Res C healer again, please. Res C healer again. Don't use anything but a healing LB3 till 5%. Don't stop. A dragoon, he's at 8%. I don't want to see shit. All right. Now we won't use it.
Anyway. Pushes button anyway.
Pushes the button anyway. He's just like, he's not looking anymore. There you go. And then the black mage uses it on one target. Every fucking time. And then everyone dies from not being able to see through the meteor. They can't see the AoE and everyone fucking dies.
Yep.
You can tell I've healed a few 24-mans in my day.
That's always fun.
Yep.
Such fun.
Yep. Red Mage LB is definitely way worse. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping to see some sort of teaser. That's an hour and 15-minute panel. It's not a short panel.
I mean, there's room for questions and everything, I think.
I don't say anything about questions. I mean, there might be. You could be right. It doesn't say anything about questions.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything, but I'm assuming that there has to be room for questions or something.
I mean, I don't, only because there's a legit Q&A the second day with Yoshida and Soken.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think there will be any Q&A at the development panel, personally.
I hope so.
I hope so too, but I'm not going to ask any questions regardless.
You won't? You don't have something you want to have ask Yokozawa?
Dude, I don't even like posting on Reddit. You think I want to stand up there in front of everyone and ask a question? Do you know what everyone's going to say in the crowd? Hey guys, Mr. Happy here!
Please do that when we're out there, by the way. Please.
That's why I would never get up on the microphone.
Whenever you see him, like he doesn't even need to be up on a microphone. Just whenever you see him, just scream that, please.
I'm okay with that, but if I try to ask a question, because here's the thing: if I don't say it, everyone else will say it. If I say it, everyone will say it.
Or say that you watched the Mr. Happy Guy.
Don't do that. Shirt.
Yeah. Say you watched the Mr. Happy Guy, please.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
You get kicked anyway. You get kicked and it's real life kicks. They're gonna kick you in your fucking shins. That's the real life equivalent of walking into the You get into the Yojimbo line and you say that they're just gonna fucking kick your shins out and shove you out of the line.
Somebody will actually have a legit PF like board or something.
No, people did that. People did that. Both of the first two FanFests looking for party signs.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty cool if they like actually brought like if you were like a group of 5 and if they had like a thing you could hold up LFP 3 members or something like that, like actually hold it up in the line.
That would be cool. Now we would abuse the shit out of it. Please watch a guide. No dupes. 3 wipes in this band. What else? What else is?
It'd be really difficult to like properly like it would be ridiculous if they pulled it off, but it'd be pretty cool if there was like a way, because I know that like sometimes they see like a group of 5 and then they go down the line till they either find like a group of 2 and a group of 1, 3 singles, or like a group of 3. They've done that before. Yeah. I've seen it at like the various like PAXs and stuff. So turn on Loot Master.
Loot Master.
That one guy just gets 8 shirts. I looted all the shirts, bitch.
But they're not your size.
Please link FFLogs. Looking for 3 must have FFLogs.
We'll be looking at FF's logs.
There you go. Do 1,000 DPS, but not per second. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, but that's so that's the development panel, and after that we have a lore panel. This one's also an hour and 15 minutes. Between Two Ferns. Do you know why it's called Between Two Ferns? I'm gonna test you on this. Do you know why it's called that?
Because it's a play on of the Zach Galifianakis show.
I mean, yeah, that's part of it, but that's not the only reason why it's called that.
I don't remember.
Koji's name on the forums, Fern, is Fern. I don't know if it's Fern Hawks. It's spelled like that, like Hawkes, or at least it used to be. I don't know if it still is. So Between Two Ferns, Fern being the first part of his name. It's a test. It's an old trivia. No one calls him that anymore. So,
no.
You know. But yeah, he's got not 1 but 2 tomes full of lore. Don't forget, that means the lore book is also in 17 days.
Yeah,
or 16 actually, because the merchandise pre-order. Yeah, we're fucked, man.
We're gonna be, yeah. You better be reading on the flight back.
Yeah, we're pretty fucked. I'm looking forward to it, but yeah, we're pretty fucked.
Yeah,
I asked for this.
Did you see the preview of some of the pages from the lore?
I remember seeing them briefly, but I didn't look too much into them because I'm just like, when I get it, I want to really absorb it. I think I looked at like the first page of the preview, and then I just didn't look at the rest because I was like, you know what, I don't want to. That it was like her first book, her second, like it's the one that broke it up into that. Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty interesting.
Yeah, I just wanted it to be as much a surprise as possible when I get the second one. So like I read the first page and I just stopped. I remember that. Yeah. But yeah, there's gonna be a lore panel, so Peaches.
Yeah, we will get Peaches questions because it is. They did say it. They're opening up to questions gathered before the show.
So I think last time they made you write something on like a piece of paper for any questions they gathered before a show, and then they like. Why are you doing that?
Because I remember last.
Oh, the questions have already been gathered.
No, I'm saying, but yeah, because
on the forums, yeah.
Last time somebody asked the question. Like literally walked up to a mic, asked a question we talked about on this show, and the Sophie question, yeah, that one,
yeah,
yeah. So I'm not giving any ideas this time.
I mean, these are lore questions, so I mean, in my opinion, if it's a lore question anyway, the only types of questions that are Peaches questions are the literal question about where are the peaches, and questions that like. If you even remotely cared to look, you'd already know the answer. Like, where is Hell's Kier? Like, if you like, that would be a Peaches question. It's like, hey, so we know where Hell's Lid is, but where we fight Suzaku, where is Hell's Kier? Like, that's a fucking Peaches question.
It's not just Peaches. That's just lacking the information.
It's a way. I use Peaches as a way of designating complete waste of time.
Okay, fair enough.
That's how I feel about a Peaches question. So, but they've already been gathered. So, I mean, if it's on the forums, because I don't go to the official forums all too often unless I'm like reading an official statement or something, or like the live letter digest. So I don't know if it was a post. I'm sure if I went there and just looked at the most upvoted ones, we could probably figure out what the questions are. If there is one, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it. I just want to hear all the Peaches.
All the Peaches?
All the potential Peaches. I just want to laugh. Good laugh.
It's fucked up, man. Just want to laugh. They got hopes and dreams too.
It happens. It happens every time.
Every time I just laugh.
Peaches.
No, I think the lore questions are usually okay. Because like you either are interested in the lore questions or you're not. Yeah. It's not like when people ask at like other Q&As where like people want you to ask the questions that you know you'll never get an answer to, but you're like hoping for like some small detail change. Those to a lot of people are the non-Peaches questions. The Peaches questions are, I have this question that's so particular to like me or such a small group that maybe I kind of wish this wasn't the avenue through which you went to ask it. That's how like most people judge the Peaches questions. AK, like I said, a complete waste of time.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what kind of questions they end up answering there. They does say there will be some live and interactive fun with the audience. I have nightmares about that.
I'm scared.
Do you know what the last thing I remember being live and interactive with the audience was? The most embarrassing thing I've ever witnessed in my life.
What was that?
When they made us sing Metal at like a PAX live letter.
Yeah.
Or at a panel. At a Soken panel, I think it was. That was the single most embarrassing thing I've ever witnessed in my life. Because it was, everyone had the Goblin mask.
They're gonna make you sing Escape. They're gonna make you sing Escape.
People at least knew what the lyrics were to Metal. Escape. Everyone's gonna sing different lyrics if they try to make us sing Escape. Or Escape, technically, as it is. It's not Escape. It's technically like, you know, it is Escape, but it's like, it's Escape because it's all like technological and shit, you know.
Chicken tenders are ready to fry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's going to be able to make out any lyrics in that shout.
None.
Yeah. Anyway. Don't make us sing anything.
They will.
Don't.
I'm going.
Make us go on stage and like do something ridiculous, but not that.
What could be more ridiculous than that?
I don't know. Make us play like a 3-player, like, stupid game kind of thing. What if they do Air Zivia?
If that's the case, we need to push Ethis on stage.
Yes.
As much shit as he gives us, we need to push him on stage. And yeah,
I need him to get it wrong.
Yeah, let Koji grill him. Yeah.
A Koji grill.
Oof.
Now I'm excited for this panel. Ethis versus Moose. Get Ethis versus Moose. Hosted by Koji. Oh, if you've ever wanted to be shit on, you thought what happened to us was bad. You don't even know. Now I really want to go to this panel.
Yeah.
None of this will happen, but I want it to.
We'll try to make it happen.
What are we gonna do? Not like they have time. They already know what they're going to talk about in that hour and 15 minutes.
We can just draw as much attention to Ethis as possible. Like put a sign, like a neon sign that says "Pick this dude" right here. That's about
as. Did you have way better luck, like tapping Akmorn on the back and a sign that says "It's my birthday"? Like the "Kick me" sign on your back. Instead, you put the "It's my birthday" sign on her back, or "Wish me a happy birthday" sign.
No, people will just walk up to Akmorn and just give her gifts. Like, that's just going to be her entire con. She's not going to have time to do anything. She's just going to get like a fuck ton of gifts. I'm sorry. That's
even better. You know, it's the even better way. You get her a shirt as a gift and never let her look at the back. And it just says it on the back. Or get a shirt for Yoshida. For the live letter.
Yes.
Just get him a shirt for the live letter, because he wouldn't wear it for the opening keynote. For the live letter, that's up in the air.
This just needs to be a running meme from every event that somebody on stage just says "Happy Birthday, Akmorn." Like every event,
or every State of the Realm. We can start there.
Yeah,
that's easy.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll start there. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Akmorn. You already got Wendy's to do it. How far can you go? That's true. Did you know about that? Did you know Grindy did that?
I saw that. That was fucking amazing.
Got Wendy's to wish her a happy birthday on Twitter. That was amazing. I feel like there was another company that wished her a happy birthday the same day.
DiGiorno's, I think.
It might have been DiGiorno. Yeah, DiGiorno. It was.
Yeah, it was DiGiorno's. Yeah. Oh man, we're gonna have so much fun with this.
Yeah, this only gets better from here. Next stop is like, what's another company you'd want to get her to wish her happy birthday?
I don't know. But does the Rio have a sign?
No, we're not putting a fucking billboard up.
No, not the billboard, not like, you know, the sign that, you know, just says the events and shit that's happening at the Rio. And then of course,
yeah, it says like Final Fantasy XIV Fan Fest. This place is performing Aquaport's birthday.
This is great.
This is great.
This is gonna be
and you know what? She'll never even see it coming. This wasn't a Persona joke, by the way. Just to be clear, because I know it's impossible to say that.
I know.
She'll have to be afraid all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you what happened when we were at Korean barbecue? When every time they started singing happy birthday to anybody, she's like... every time. She's just like, no. Everyone at the table always looked at her, too. Like, every time the birthday song came on, we looked at her, and she's like, no. So every time someone got up from the table, she's like, please just let them be going to the bathroom. Please don't let them be telling them it's my birthday. Oh man, those are good times. It's all relevant to Final Fantasy XIV. She's a member of the community.
No, but this is going to be a really good fan fest because of this.
Yeah,
this is content, people.
This is
content.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I had to ask her what her real birthday was after all that because I didn't even know. All right, back on the schedule. We have the cosplay contest. Unfortunately, Sly, I don't think your costume will be ready in time.
Nope. Nope. The Dude Dragoon is not going to make an appearance. I'm sorry.
Nope, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm going as Mr. Happy though. Does that count? Can I enter?
Only if you bring a cardboard YouTube window.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And it just has my YouTube channel in like the bottom right or something. Subscribe.
No.
Like, favorite, subscribe, and share.
Video.
Yeah, and at the bottom it has like, favorite, subscribe, and share. There you go.
Yeah. There we go.
All right.
Yeah.
I can make that happen in about 10 minutes. That is a 10-minute costume that can exist. I can buy the cardboard box there. It'll be like $80 because it's Vegas, but you know. The costume contest is pretty good. I'm trying to think last year because the first year is the one I always remember because of the Garuda.
Of course.
Last year's, I don't know that I watched last year's. I think I was in the hallway talking to people.
Wasn't it the Dragoon that won?
I think so.
It was a really good Dragoon that won last FanFest.
That sounds right to me.
Yeah. I remember the first one, there was a paladin who had a sword that actually lit up. And I saw him at Ashagogo and he was just chilling. I'm like, dude, is this your freaking... And he just turned his sword on. It was awesome. They usually go all out for the cosplay contest, and I love it.
Well, America and Japan's always way easier for the cosplay contest. Like, Europe always gets screwed because there's, like, so many people are traveling from so many countries that there's, like, generally props are the number one thing that's missing unless people, like, live in that country. So North America and Japan usually have pretty good cosplay contests. In Europe, it's, like, it's just the costumes, but not so much any cool... Like, the sword. Like, it's unlikely to see something like that at the European one from previous year's experience. But... yeah, I think you're right. It was the Dragoon. They're always good. I just don't think I was sitting down for the last one. I think I was doing something at that time. But now I'm going to enter with the cardboard box, so it'll be great.
There we go.
There you go. I'll just walk around like that all day. And then after that, we have our piano concert.
This is always good. I love the last one. Especially when Soken brought on the box. That was the highlight of the concert. He brought on the box and he used the box as like a kick drum, I guess. Yeah, that was amazing.
Well, he won't be playing the piano this time.
No. I mean, he has to do at least one song.
He doesn't have to, but he could.
He doesn't have to. He could.
I mean, they're flying Keiko, who did the piano concert from Japan last time. They're kind of flying them to America, so I feel as though they should probably play most of the songs.
True.
It's a lot of. I mean, to be fair, they are flying Soken from Japan to America. They just do that. He gets flown here pretty often. Yeah, all the fucking time. But yeah, she also is the pianist that's featured on the Duality arrangement album, and Susan's gonna be there. I think we'd all have been pretty surprised if Susan wasn't there. She's like the staple that everyone always expects.
We would riot if Susan Calloway wasn't here.
I mean, I wouldn't riot, but like most people have come to expect it.
Are you gonna get fancy for the concert?
No. Dude, I'm still gonna be standing out there. I'm not even gonna have gone up to my room at that point.
I'm not gonna get fancy. I'll get fancy.
I stood in the hallway last time and listened to it from out in the hallway while I was talking to people. That's what I did last time. I think I did that through the costume contest and the piano concert for like 4 hours straight. Suzaku Calloway. Yeah, she can perform a piano version of the Suzaku song. Suzaku Calloway.
Tenzin, please.
Okay, she doesn't need to do that part. That's not part of the song. That doesn't need to happen.
Yes.
No. One thing to keep in mind, though, the concert will not be streamed this time because there's no paid stream. So if you're not there, that's sorry.
Sorry. That's all I can say. Sorry.
Yeah, pretty much. And there's another concert on Saturday. The Primals! I love the way Soken says Primals.
We are the Primals. We play Primal songs.
I think he said music. I think he said music, not songs. I don't know. It was good, though. It was good. Yeah, that's a good point. I think the audio... Soken wasn't really happy with the audio for the last two North American... I don't remember about the other fan fests. Like, I remember one of them, like, no one could hear the crowd, so it sounded like the crowd was dead. Another one, the actual, like, concert audio didn't sound as good as he wanted to. So I think it's probably going to be a much easier life for him this year.
Yeah.
So, but Saturday, same deal. Registration, if you, for some reason, are only showing up for Saturday. Doors open at the same time. Merchandise pre-order. This time you can, or the store will open at 10 a.m. But the doors open and then there's no like stage events or merchandise stuff for the first hour to hour and a half. And then an hour and a half in, we have the FRCs, the North American FRCs.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this.
I'm mostly going for +1 and Frosty because like, you know, I want to support them. Mm-hmm. But the last year's ones, or the last FanFest ones, it wasn't like it wasn't fun to watch on stage. I just can't translate my lack of
community driven. It was more community driven because it was just people who entered, who were there that entered and somehow, some way won, and you know they got to go up against. It was Yoshi P, wasn't it? He was on the other team.
He got fucking smashed.
He got a.
It wasn't even, like, he got fucking annihilated.
I mean, it was one of those cases where, like, if you played Feast before, you know, like, there's always, if there's, like, someone you know on the other team, if you have that bit of information, you're like, okay, we're going for this person first. Like, and just mark them, do whatever. And that's basically what happened.
That sounds like every time I've gone into PvP.
Yeah, he was a mark.
Mr. Happy, get him!
Get him!
Yeah, they fucked him up real good. But this time, I mean, it's going to be an actual, you know, it's like an actual tournament. They've already done, you know, semis and gone through all those matches. So now we've got the Primal and Ether finals. It all, as it says, it all comes down to this. And then I think people from Primal and Ether cheer on your favorite team with, as Ether and Primal finally go head to head. There you go. That's going to be it. That's going to be the thing. Yeah, I think it'll actually be a pretty good stage event. And +1 and Frosty did pretty well with the one that was live streamed in September. So I will, despite my let's call it lack of enthusiasm for BBB. It's the nicest way I think I can put it.
Yeah.
I will go there to support the casters in the competitors. I don't know if I know any of the competitors this time. I knew the people who kicked Yoshi P's ass last time. I don't know. I don't know if I know the competitors because I haven't actually looked at the top teams.
Me either.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure, like, if I can name a few without looking, I know some of the heavy hitters on promo, but
I don't know. We'll see. Then after that, we will positively look into it.
Pages.
That is the legitimate live questions from the audience Q&A.
Peaches.
This is where we have to fear Peaches.
The entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's.
Please be gentle. Please ask good questions.
No, come prepared with your burning questions, it says.
Oh, so burning peaches.
I don't burn the peaches. They don't deserve that. Cook if you're gonna, use them, throw them in a fruit salad or something. I don't know. I love peaches. Just not burnt peaches. A giant rolling peach mount. You just like run on it backwards like a log in water. Dude, that'd be a good mount.
I mean,
running on a log and
if they make that meme so real, I quit it.
No, it's gonna be good. It'll be like, hey, I'm sure some of you want to know about peaches. Boom. I'm ready for it. Peach flambe.
Yeah. As far as this event, I will attend. Like,
expectations are low.
Not really. Expectations are low. I just have a few reservations about it, for proper reasons. But yeah, I'm just curious to see what gets asked. But if there's any good information that comes out of it, because there are some who ask really good questions, and we get really good tidbits of information, whether it be lore or anything. But I'm a bit scared.
I think rightfully so. We'll wait and see, though.
Yeah.
I won't be doing anything else during that time, so I'm going to go there. And 30 minutes after that is the live letter for 4.5. First one.
Yeah.
And all it says is, reveal the first details on 4.5. We've come, quite far since we first set off to liberate Doma and Alamigo, but what new adventures lie on the horizon?
Ooh.
I mean, it's a part 1 live letter. It's an hour and a half. I guess my only question is how much will it be like the live letters we watch from home, where it's like maybe 45 minutes of 4.5 stuff, and then like, because there's no guest listed for this one, is a big thing. So normally we're used to kind of getting like 45 minutes to an hour, and then a guest comes on, and then they do a bunch of announcements. I'm assuming we'll still get an announcement section, but I'm hoping that this one's like majority
all the guests
stuff.
Are there already anyway.
I mean, that doesn't mean they couldn't have one on for the live letter, because generally they bring guests on and then they talk about something relevant to the guest. Or they just have a guest on that, they haven't had on before because, it's a good opportunity.
Right.
But I have a feeling this one won't be a lot like those, where like the second half, if you also have to keep in mind that it's an hour and a half, but it's got to be translated from Japanese to English live. It's another big difference. It eats a lot of the time for the actual live letter itself.
I don't think translation takes up that much time, honestly.
Sly.
I mean, I've seen the live letters.
Sly.
Is that going to be like the what was the Germany live letter? One from Germany? No, it's not going to. No.
Sly. All translators want to punch you in the face right about now. I don't think it takes that long.
In comparison to what we've seen before, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, chat has put it pretty much doubles the length of the conversation. So if it was a 45-minute segment before, it's now an hour and a half segment. It's the same amount of information, just double the length. So look at this like a 45-minute live letter, pretty much. Until we get to like the announcement section. The announcement section will probably go a little faster, but we'll see. But then after that, Sly, we've got 2 hours. And then we got the concert. Primal's concert.
Prime.
So, Sly, what song do you want to hear at the Primals concert? Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it.
Chicken.
Got some chicken. I'm ready to fry. Okay.
Fry. Yeah. Agent egg rolls.
It's got. Listen. I better hear. I actually don't want a lot of the classics at this one. Like I expect them to do Titan and maybe Leviathan as like classics, but like for the most part, I hope they stay away from a lot of the Realm Reborn songs because there are too many good tracks in Stormblood for them to not mess around with. Byakko, Suzaku. I mean, we don't have one for Shinryu, do we? We have one for Thornton and
it was Shinryu was instrumental.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I couldn't remember if we had one for oh, that's right. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Shinryu.
Yeah, so Suzaku, Byakko, Tsukiyomi, of course.
Those are the four minimum that I mean, they could do. There's also Susanoo and Lakshmi, but I don't want to hear Lakshmi. Just gonna throw that out there right now.
We're gonna hear Lakshmi.
And there's 011. I feel like 011's not the only one. I mean, they could do a rearrangement of one of the other tracks, but it's probably 011 would be the only other one they'd do.
But they will do some classics, you know, like Garuda, Leviathan.
Like I expect some classics. Like I expect Locust to pop up at that one. There's a lot of this is the problem when you start making too many fucking songs for the game. You have an hour-and-a-half concert.
Did they ever do Winged Justice?
Well, Winged Justice didn't have a different song than Brute Justice. Brute Justice and Winged Justice are the same song, but
oh yeah, it was true.
Primal's version of Brute Justice is it's an interesting prospect, Sly. We'll get Rise. I have no doubt we'll get. Well, actually, I don't know, because every time I speak to Koji about them doing Rise, he talks about like how difficult it was to like prepare for that. So I don't know. I don't know that we'll necessarily get Rise. I think that like Escape's a little easier to prepare for.
Yeah. Because
he actually does know the words. We have to keep guessing this shit. He actually knows the words. Dude, I'd be down for Brute Justice Rock. I don't know, because when I think of like the Super Sentai style music, I don't know how well that translates to like a live concert. Like I'm just thinking about it. It probably does, but in my head it doesn't.
It does translate well because it's a combination of like rock and big band. So
I guess
as long as they have the instruments for it, they can do it.
My only fear is the live letter, the FanFest that come after 4.5 are likely to have like a Seiryu or a Koryu track that I'm not going to get to hear until they like put it on an album. It's that jealousy, man. Yeah. Like, I want to know. So, yeah, and then that's FanFest, man. I mean, on top of that, we got to remember there's all the stuff that's actually like happening around all the activities. We know there's like an art gallery and an art contest.
That's really good. That's been really good all the FanFests we've had. Like if you, God, what was there was one that was a sculpture. I can't remember what it was, but they did a really good job. It had lighting and everything. Can't remember exactly what it was. I should have taken a picture of it. But
what are the prizes for that?
God, I don't even remember.
Oh, I see what the prize is. I just went to the activities website. Oh, they're giving that. Oh man, this is gonna put them in a rough place. Do you know it? So you don't know what the prize is for the finalists? It's a looks to be a Cloud Strife hairstyle. So we're walking a dangerous line here because I'm sure there was a Reddit thread about it already. But if that's I mean, it looks like Cloud's hairstyle to me. Like if you go to activities, you click on art contest and scroll down.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
Yeah. For anyone who's wondering, I'll copy the image address and I mean, I think that's the right one. Yeah, FanFest. Yeah, that's the image I just pulled from the art contest website. I feel like there has to have been a Reddit thread about this being exclusively for 50 people because there are people who would shell out money for this. Like, there's gonna be people who just wish it was on the Mog Station. I don't care, but
And I think it's the same for the costume contest.
Is it?
Yep. As well as a Stormblood DX racer.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, the 20 finalists of the costume contest, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah, and there's a lore book. Third place is the lore book. Their second place, the grand prize winner gets a Stormblood DX racer. Oh yeah, I remember that because I tweeted. I think I remember. Oh, was that part of a contest? Oh no, I think it might have been a different contest. But I remember tweeting at DX Racer when I saw it, be like, "Yo, yeah, I could use one of those." But yeah, I mean, I'm surprised there wasn't a Reddit thread because you know how people always want everything, regardless of if it's on the MOG station or in game or whatever the reason is. I just feel like I probably missed a Reddit thread that was about this already, or it hasn't happened yet, and it will very, very soon. So, whatever. Doesn't really matter to me, but everyone enjoy your hairstyles if you win either of those contests. We got Jimmy for a trial fight. Don't forget that as well. I'd imagine we'd have stuff like the extreme primal roulettes like we did the previous years. I don't think it says it anywhere, but
yeah, I would imagine the ones where they had like variations as far as like what you like going in, but one's completely naked, I guess, or
I think one is like without a body piece. One's like an item level restriction. One's I think one of them was like seven tanks and one healer, something like. I don't remember what all of them were.
Mean that shit all the time anyway, so we're that one's good.
Dude, people are just gonna be like, perfect. Gonna get 7 warriors to be like, perfect.
Shit, they're gonna do that for Jimmy anyway.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be an 8 warrior Jimmy kill probably within the first hour.
Yep.
So yeah, that's gonna be a hell of a time. I hope there's a Jimmy shirt. Like last time, if there's not a Jimmy shirt, I don't know how invested I'll be in getting in that line. I probably will do it anyway, just to get it done like right off the bat. But there was no Ultima shirt, and I get it. It was a 24-man, but I like shirts.
I mean, but look what he turned into. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Look what he turned into. Would you want a shirt of that?
I mean, it's more about going to it's really more of a FanFest shirt than it is an accomplishment.
I mean, still, would you really want a shirt of that?
Yeah. I beat Proto Ultima. And then everyone else is like, no shit. Everyone beat him.
Exactly.
And then you get that one. And then you know what? I wear that shirt. I go into 24-man. That group wipes. I mean, I have wiped on Proto Ultima in the Duty Finder before. It's happened.
I mean, probably first day. But...
No, actually it took like 3 weeks before I had a group that failed
it.
Okay. Dude, the first week is... I don't know. First week, you either get a bunch of people who like are hardcore and are trying to get the content done the first time, so it goes really smooth, or you get the people who are just dead all the time. It's 50-50.
That's a good point. What if they include
Rathalos?
Yeah, for the roulette.
I mean, they can't do it as the roulette because the roulette's they're gonna have to. It's 4 people or 8 people.
4 people. Yeah.
So like they can't just be like, well, you have a group of 8. Let's spin. Oh, they got Rathalos split into 2.
They can just split the group.
No, because then you need 2 stations for that. All of a sudden, well, I mean, you don't actually because it's still 8 players to a station.
You need just 8 computers. Yeah.
I know. I think if Rathalos is present, it would probably be not part of the roulette. Personally. If he's there at all. But we got Jimmy. I wonder, there'll probably be a PvP section.
There has to. We're doing the tournament.
No, but I mean, like, the tournament's different than...
No, it's kind of plugging the tournament, so to speak. Like, so, hey, we're not going to have a tournament this year, but still, PvP to your heart's content.
Yeah, no tournament, but I mean, like, they're not going to... I don't think they're going to use... Like, if they have a station for PvP, they're not going to use that station for the tournament. They're going to put them on stage.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
no.
So... Or at least I'd imagine they'd put them on stage.
I would hope so.
They're over there. You want to see our competitors? They're over there. They gotta like run across the whole thing to get on stage after they win.
Right.
All right. Either way, it's shaping up to be good. It's only 17 days away. 16 days till registration. 17 days till the actual FanFest begins. And I'm looking forward to it, Sly.
Hi.
You know what else I'm looking forward to, Sly?
That is the worst segue if you're talking about what I think you're talking about.
No, it's a great segue. Because we get to do this before we go to FanFest. Pyros!
And he's actually looking forward to this.
No, I'm not. But anyway. No, I'm not.
Exactly.
But anyway.
But yeah, there was a recent developers blog and shows some features for Pyros.
Do you know what the currency is called to get the actions? Did you hear what it's called?
No, I did not.
Memes. M-N-E-M-E-S. We're collecting memes. You have to extract memes. It's come full circle. Eureka's self-aware now. The N... no one sees that N. Everyone just sees memes. I don't care if it's Greek for memory. Memes is Greek for memes. It's unfortunate that it worked out this way.
Very.
Because no one's going to call it by its real name. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to get some Pyros memes.
Yeah.
All you have to do is just be there. All you have to do is just queue into Pyros and it's already a meme.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got to go talk to Rodney and Kugane to get over there. Great name for a character, by the way. Good old Rodney. And then we go inside, and it'll be nice and icy when we first get in there until we walk into the volcano and it's full of fire.
Fiery memes.
And then we get the Goblin chimeras that are going to be in there.
That looks so fucking funny the first time I saw it. I thought,
oh, you don't remember those? Those are from those are from A5. From the first fight in Midas. Yeah, the chimeras there had goblin faces.
Memes.
Yeah, memes. We'll go with that. Memes. Okay. But it also goes through explaining. I mean, we've kind of gotten an explanation on the logo system before, but this is like, I guess, the first time it's really really sat down and looked at it, kind of explanation of it. But there, you know, for anyone who hasn't been keeping up, they're basically extra actions that you can get through the memes, and they perform a variety of tasks. Some of them have unlimited uses, and some of them have a limited number of uses, and you know, you can keep some of them on deck so you can replace the actions that you have. Although if you use up all of one of the actions, you need to go get more of the actions for more memes. There's memes. There's memes everywhere.
Memes.
Like, for example, this gesture threateningly placing yourself at the top of the target's enmity list and increasing enmity generation. You can use that. It has a recast of 20 seconds, a duration of 15 seconds, and it can be used by monks, dragoons, bards, white mages, black mages, summoners, scholars, ninjas, machinists, astrologians, samurais, and red mages. So, as it states, can I live my ever-elusive dream of being a white mage tank? The answer is yes.
Yes.
It's basically provoke plus tank stance for using it for 15 seconds, and it's every 20 seconds you can use it. So, yeah. It's going to be interesting. There's some other examples given here. You could revive or heal. I like how they knew to hit black mages where it hurt most. They could revive. Hey, you can do it! But only in here.
One day. One day.
One day. And then provoke and mitigate damage as a ninja. That's hitting the Final Fantasy XI players right in the heart. They knew. They knew what they were doing. And then what's this? Wisdom of the Plate Bearer increases defense by 3,000 and maximum HP by 50%. It only has 3 available uses. And effect ends upon reuse or upon replacement of duty affliction. So basically it stays on you the whole time. And guess who can use it? Monks, dragoons, bards, white mages. Everyone who can use
actual goon tank.
So yeah, if you wanted to combine Incense L and Wisdom of the Plate Bearer, that is the equivalent of making any of those classes a tank. Because it's increased defense, increased maximum HP, increased enmity, and provoke. And the provoke one has an unlimited number of uses. Also worth mentioning. I think it's only these wisdom skills that have limited uses, because it specifically mentions that it can't be used with other wisdom abilities. And with an effect this powerful, you have to imagine these are the ones that are going to be limited versus, you know, the other actions probably being unlimited.
This just tells me there's something in Pyros that's more of a dick than those sleeping dragons.
No, they said Pyros is going to be a little bit more like Animos, so I don't expect it.
There's something more of a dick.
They also said that these actions weren't going to be as influential to success in Pyros as they are going to be in the 4th zone. Like in the 4th zone, they're going to be really important. But in the 3rd zone, they're just kind of there for you to get used to them. So I expect it to be no more difficult than Animos or Pagos, but now we have these actions on top of it. That's how I'm interpreting it.
We shall see.
But Logos actions will require crystals known as logograms. I'm just reading it, man. Don't give me that look.
I'm reading it with you.
You'll be able to obtain these unidentified crystals in various ways. Bunnies. And bring them to the NPC Drizzy, who has come all the way from the North Shroud to he started in North Shroud and now he's here.
He's real. He's not an actual Drake. He's a real person. Yes.
Logograms, the breakfast that'll make you say Eureka. Sometimes Twitch chat is a wonderful thing.
It is.
There you go. Somebody make box art, like serial box art for logograms, please. Please make it happen. Just take what are the it's gram smacks? Something else that ends in gram. Like cereal.
Golden grams?
Golden grams. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, someone take a golden gram box and make logograms. Please. Drake will appraise these logograms and then we'll store them in your Logos manipulator. Oh, goodness, a paralyzed one. An astral array. The Logos manipulator will serve as a blender. Love it. Select the logograms you wish to use as materials in the manipulator. It'll give you a success rate, and then you can extract an action. And you can add it to the list of actions. In order to access this newfound power, you'll need to click on the Logos action window and assign it as a duty action. Now we get to use 2 duty actions.
You love duty actions, don't
No!
you? Not even outside of raid?
No!
Oh.
No, I mean, if they use them, I always say if you use them well, I will like them. I haven't liked the way they've used them yet. Maybe this is the time. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is when I start liking them.
Because they don't really get in the way of anything. They have a specific purpose, outside of battle. So yeah, sure. I'm down. I'm not gonna, constantly be mashing the duty action button or something.
Is a single duty action per slot not enough? Of course it isn't. You're the warrior of light. We've got you covered. And that's where the second one is. I like how the paralyze and the stone skin. By the way, stone skin being a fucking Logos action. Wow. Man, is my white mage gonna feel pain when I put that on my fucking duty action bar. Hey guys, I have stone skin again. It's got 99 uses, and then I gotta go get it again.
Oh, please don't let them bring back Keen Flurry. It's a Logos action. Oh, fuck.
It's time. It's time. Keen Flurry's coming back, ladies and gents. There you go.
It revived.
There you go. It's time. It's absolutely time. Oh, man. You'll be able to improve the Logos manipulator as you progress through the story, and then you can produce 2 actions simultaneously. Ooh. I don't know why I would need to do more than one at once. Other than, I guess, convenience. But, it is what it is. Memes extracted. Awesome. 2 extracted actions will be registered as a pair when you select them as a duty action. That's why. So when you go to assign them, they're selected as a pair. Not an orange. A pair.
Terrible dad joke.
Nope.
But
Basically, the idea with this is with 3 set, because now you have the 3 slots where you can store them. You store them as a double, pretty much. And that's what gives you access to the 2 duty actions. That's the point of getting 2 of them at once. That's the only way to access 2 actions at the same time, from the way I'm interpreting that. So, yeah, there's going to be lots of stuff and lots of farming. And then they show us Fire Zuzu's home spot. Flame Zuzu.
There's only one zoo.
No. They're all zoos.
Stress this enough. One zoo.
Luzuzu. Pazuzu. We got Flame Zuzu. By the way, you can thank Akmorn for all of these jokes that are in here. Wish her a happy birthday while you're at it.
Happy birthday, Akmorn.
There you go, see? Wow, they got to write this on their birthday? I don't know why they didn't mention it. I don't know why they're not wearing a hat. Hozuzu. Well, that's not very nice. We're not in, like, Detroit or anything. Listen, if we want Hozuzu, like, I'm not at that part of LA. I gotta go like 30 minutes east.
Yeah.
So that's it.
But yeah, that's Pyros.
That's Pyros. That's on Tuesday. That's a week from today.
Memes.
Yeah, we get memes in a week. We're gonna be filled with memes in a week. We got Hildebrand also. It's Hildebrand also next week. It's been good so far.
Wait, who's that? What's that? Oh, that guy. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
You say you haven't seen him since literally 3 months ago.
No, since Stormblood. You
didn't do any of the quests, you lazy fuck?
None! I did the intro that did not have Hildebrand, but that was it. Like, the last Hildebrand I saw was, last of Hildebrand that I saw was Nashu.
Lazy fuck.
I know.
As chat would ask you, why are you bad? No, nothing to defend yourself? You plead you plead in the 5th on this one?
Not even pleading the 5th. I just no.
Do it. These Hildebrand quests have been good so far.
Okay.
Do it! Go do your Domin reconstruction. Go do your fucking Hildebrand. It's fucking 45 minutes every 3 months of your life.
I mean, we got time. Can't even argue with me there because we actually do have fucking time.
You have time now. Just do it during Waffle House. Tell me, what's going to be more successful, doing Hildebrand or raiding during Waffle House?
Yeah, I've given up to Waffle House. Fuck them. I've gotten so much success during the fucking day. No. Good Lord.
Good. That means your Waffle House is wide open for Hildebrand.
There you go.
There you go. All right. Well, you'll get them done eventually, Sly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will. Yeah?
I will.
Okay.
I will.
I was looking for a hard agree on that one. Good.
Yes.
All right. Proud of you. All right. And with that, we've pretty much covered all the newest stuff. And next week, we'll be doing our first impressions on Pyros. I would say Hildebrand, but one of us motherfuckers hasn't done it. So, that motherfucker. That guy right there. Next week's show is going to be an interesting one.
Mimi. It's going to be real
Mimi. That's going to be the title of the show. This show is full of memes. And everyone's like, hey, did you misspell that? No.
Nope.
No. But we'll get there. We'll get through it. And that's going to be a wrap for this week's show, Sly.
Yes.
Yes. So, now comes to the part at the end of the show where I've got 8 million things to do, right? And we got to figure out what order we want to do them in, because there's one extra thing to do this week, because the competition, the latest giveaway for Steel Series ended, so I have to pull a winner for that. And we have to thank our sponsors on Patreon, and we have to say goodbye.
Yes.
How do you want to do this, Sly?
No particular order. But
wow, thanks for your fucking contribution to the decision.
You're welcome.
All right.
I mean,
so
I did say do the goodbyes last, so.
Okay, well, thanks. All right. That's
You're
one.
welcome.
That's some contribution, I suppose. All right. Well, I guess I'll pull the winner for the Steel Series giveaway first, and then I'll thank the sponsors, and then goodbye.
Sounds good.
See, you helped determine one of those three things. I'm proud of you, Sly. All right, let's see here. I was going to press the draw button. So for anyone who doesn't know what I'm drawing for, every month, Steel Series sponsors a giveaway here on State of the Realm. It's one free piece of swag for one lucky winner every month, worth $79.99 USD or less on Steel Series websites. Type !Steel Series and say, hey, what's $79.99 USD or less? And then one of those things could be yours, as long as you enter. Those are under the YouTube videos, the entries for that every month. So you just go over there to find them. There's not going to be a working one under the last week one because it's over. So tomorrow's I have a new one that will be made. But I have a winner here, and it's an Annie Shikima, who's a name I do recognize on Twitch. I've seen them around. So Annie Shikima, I will be emailing you. You are our lucky winner. And yeah. Be ready to pick something out and get some free stuff.
Congratulations.
Steven Sly's got a Steel Series headset now. Mostly out of necessity. But I want to relive that episode. That's going on our 5-year anniversary. That moment is going in there.
Probably.
Right next to Stake of the Realm.
Yep.
Just don't, whatever you win, don't slam dunk it.
Right. Contain your excitement.
Control it. You don't need to contain it, but release it in a way that's not destructive. All right. So congratulations, Annie Shikima, and I will send you your email after the show. Then we also have our Patreon sponsors. Sly.
Yeah, we do.
Announcement number 2. I mean, technically, I could add more announcements. The LBR after party. Go to that thing because we're going to that. It's also there.
It's going to get to that in the end, but thanks. Okay. Yeah, sure. Go to that.
You should really start mentioning that at the start of the show, to be fair.
Yeah.
We
are getting really, really close. We're probably going to mention it next week anyway, but yeah. It'll be our after party.
Yeah.
Go to that. We should provide a link too, I guess.
Yeah, I don't have one. So.
All right.
It's on the LBR Twitter.
Yeah. You can find it there. Hope to see you there.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Will you?
Yeah.
Will you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
All right.
Thank you. So anyway, now let's thank our sponsors over on Patreon. This list is not correct. I know there's
Thanks.
Well, because like I said, I took a week away from everything. So I know there's stuff that's incorrect. And also it's 2 days to the start of the next month, so it's gonna probably need adjusting again. For example, I have somebody there's a premium sponsor that's not on this list named Melee Warsong of Hyperion, who now is in the video, but they're not on the end sheet or anything. So, that's what I mean. The list is not 100% properly done because I wasn't, I was MIA when I got that email pretty much. So thank you to that person. But we also have to thank our Patreons of Light first, Sly. Plural.
We do have multiple.
No Bowsettes this week, Sly. I promise.
Thank fuck.
There you go. I had to question when I saw the white if it was a Buet attempt kind of thing going on, but it wasn't. So it kind of worked out. Just had to make sure before I put that's Khuja, by the way. That's Khuja Cross on Jenova. Don't worry, Sly. You're fine. You're fine.
That meme needs to die.
Well, I mean, I wonder if that meme will be in Pyros.
Probably.
There's gonna be plenty of memes there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you, Khuja, for being one of our patrons of light and not making Sly yell obscenities at the screen like he did last week. So, you guys wait, look at Sly's face before I go to the other picture. He's just so done with it. He's just so done with it. Sly at. Yeah, there you go. All right. So anyway, put a crown on Sly. Anyway. It's okay. It's okay. And then we have Kurenai, who provided us a picture. I said a Tate face. I mean, I know that face isn't like exclusive to Tate, but I feel like that's a Tate face right there on Kurenai's Maple Story 2 character. It's very uwu. It's quite uwu. I'd say it's uwu-ish. Uwu. Give me it. Owo. Yeah, it's more owo.
Oh,
yeah, that's owo because it's not the that's not uwu, that's owo. There you go. What's this? I don't know, but that's our what's this? That's our other patron of light, Kurenai, who also provided an image of a different game, but an image all the same. So we're gonna thank them for it. So thank you.
Thank you, Kurenai.
To our patrons of light. Yeah, you and I could say thank you in a million different ways to him. Enjoy your games, by the way, Sly. I don't know when you're starting that, but
Friday. I'll get to that in a minute.
That's gonna be fun.
God.
All right. Yep. And then we have our various other sponsors. Like I said, this list is probably incomplete because I was MIA for a week, so there's probably adjustments that need to be made. But we have our standard State of the Realm sponsors: Carol, Ray, Senchi, Shadowlink on the Tonberry server, Dom, Asuka Wake from Jenova, Lemilionella of Midgard Sarmara, Serren the Fennel family, Janhyua Yotsuyu, Kifca and the Grey Eagles on Exodus, Darkgraver, Katayoshi from Khuja, Skia Symphonia from Ragnarok, Rah Xephon from Exodus, Rylanator, Westaus the Purple Warrior, Eadric, Redsteele on Exodus, Lexxie Valentine, Mantaru the Rivivus FC from Zodiark, Cyber Cream and Tribes from Jenova, Rynoet Chikara, Goetia Valfer of Serren, Hersh Fersh of Faerie, Phoenix Down FC on Goblin, and Serren from Zodiark. Then we have our elite sponsors. I already mentioned Melee War Song, so I now have mentioned them again. I have Alchemy, Jonathan, Shinka, Casual Heroes FC on Midgard Stormer, Tatachi Taka on Hyperion, Kana Azuki of Jenova, Ustarla on Coerl, Sathal, Sarah Frost from Behemoth, Diablo, Holy Tabasco, Red Thorn Asura, Askenhawk from Shiva, Cry 015, Mustang, Serenity FC on Ultras, Kat Kazuma, Cyril Kira on Cactar, Ignis Fairgard from Excalibur, Valestra of Fanfrit, Noctorch from Excalibur, Corvus Moonscar, Private Mikey, Spike, Nani Karasami, Rudy Whittaker, Tin Colossus, Skill Hackman, Rawl Jr., and Kiltastic Jones. It's a lot of names. Then
a lot of names. Thank you.
List needs to be fixed, but they're all getting credit.
Thank you to all of our supporters. Thank you so much for combating hashtag demonetized.
Hey, this new YouTube studio thing's pretty cool.
Hey,
I'm enjoying it so far for the most part. I think I can't refresh the list without refreshing the whole studio, but you know, it's getting someplace little by little. I think, at the very least,
it'll get there.
Yeah. So anyway, with that, now we can start saying our goodbyes, Sly.
Yes, we can.
You ready?
I guess.
All right, well then fucking get to it, buddy.
Hi, I'm Sly.
Wow, great fucking start, bro.
Thanks. Thanks for like just fucking up my rhythm. Thanks.
What asshole. Rhythm? There's no rhythm in that. Come on, give me some energy, Sly. Don't touch your headset. Give me some energy, Sly.
No, I'm just fixing it. Jesus Christ. But hi, I'm Sly. I don't have any energy. I just got back from TwitchCon. I'm trying to get that back. But hi, I'm Sly. You can find me on twitch.tv/Slyakagreyfox, Instagram at Slyakagreyfox07, Twitter at Slythefox, youtube.com/The Velvet Room. He's gone. Got a pretty short week this week, and next we'll be starting Red Dead tomorrow, as well as our yearly Halloween tradition of Clock Tower, as well as me in a wig, because that happens every year on Halloween. Some spooky games and whatnot, and starting the Trails series for the first time. Starting Trails in the Sky on Friday, and then next week is a short week because I leave on Thursday to go to Galveston for Onicon. But the schedule's already made. You can find that at twitch.tv/Slyakagreyfox/Vince. And yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, while you've been doing that, I've been trying to get a little out of steak. Nope, there he goes. Couldn't hold him that much longer.
There you go.
Yeah. He wants out. Oh, he's like fucking hardcore. Get me the fuck out of here. He's like, fucking get me out of this room. I picked him up and I was holding him and he was just fighting me. He's like, get the fuck off me. It's okay.
So, yeah. Well, Mike, where can they find you and what will you be up to?
well, I won't be holding Aloha as I swap the camera over. That's for fucking certain. Because he wasn't having that shit. Hey, he's smelling real good right now because he was boarded while I was taking my week off because I was supposed to be at TwitchCon. Speaking of which, yeah, I got some stuff I'm working on for YouTube now that I'm back on that grind. But I'm gonna my week got a lot busier. I've got Opera Omnia stuff because I've got to start working on Awakenings for YouTube. I've got Spyro on the 13th. World of Final Fantasy Maxima is next week. Pyros is next week. I have an unannounced event that I won't say what it is just yet, but that's going to be either it's going to be sometime next week. Diablo 3 comes out on Switch Friday. I got early access to it, so I started playing that today. Maple Story 2 Chaos Raids come out November 8th. There's something I'm forgetting. There's another thing on like the 9th or something that I'm just completely blanking about. But those are all the things. And I still haven't even gotten to fight the Riftstalker in Dauntless yet, the new behemoth. So, Final Fantasy XI has a free login period next, starting in a couple of weeks also. So that week, no, we're not playing Pokemon Let's Go. Not playing it.
Pokemon Go home and actually play a.
Well, Pokemon Let's Go is the Switch one, so you can.
No.
Yeah.
Pokemon Go home and play an actual goddamn Pokemon game, like X or Y or anything, actual game, please.
Sly going ham on those. Mel's been gone all day playing Go, whole day. But you can find me doing all of those things, Mr. Happy127, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook. Yeah. I don't even remember the first three. Did I say Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram? There we go. That was it. I said Twitter and Twitch so fast I forgot which ones I even fucking said.
Twitcher. It's Twitcher.
Yeah, Twitcher. It's at the Twitcher. And there's a lot going on, so be sure to tune in for all that shit. Because it's gonna be a lot of shit. There you go. It's got the face twitblegram. There you go. I'll take it. But anyway, that's going to be a wrap-up for this week's show. Next week's show will be our first impressions on Pyros. Unsure if we'll have a guest yet. Going to see how many people are planning on doing super early Pyros, and if anyone else who's doing it wants to be on the show.
Memes.
Yeah, the next week's show will be about memes, guys. So hopefully you're ready to tune in for the meme show next week. But thank you, everyone, for joining us for State of the Realm this week. And we will see you next week for all sorts of memes. Okay? Okay, bye. Show's done.
See you next week.
All right, bye.